What's going on, guys? Cesar Rodriguez, and I am actually filming this video fresh off of an ultimate frisbee game. For those of you that know me, that's actually one of my passions. I love sports. I love competition. I love getting dirty, getting sweaty, and you can see here I'm cleated up, and I just finished my game, and I got a very quick message to share with you, and it's about being motivated by the no's. I want to share with you the mindset that you need to have if you really want to be a champion, and this is the type of video that you're absolutely going to want to share probably with everyone on your team, because I can tell you what, there is one thing that you can be guaranteed of in this business, and that is people are going to tell you no. People that you thought would, those who you think will, won't. Those who you think won't, will end up joining, and you're going to be rejected. You're going to have people telling you no. You're going to have people telling you you're an idiot. You're going to have people telling you it's a scam. You're in a pyramid. You're in whatever. But here's the mindset that you need to have. You need to have the mindset of, you know what? I need people, but I don't need any one person. And when anything happens to you, just understand that things don't happen to you. A lot of times they happen for you. Sometimes to strengthen you. Sometimes to just take you mentally and to test you to see if you're ready for the big money. Because how could you be ready for the big money? How could you be ready to speak on stages? How could you be ready to be a leader to a team and you've never taken any on the chin? All right, when you've never gotten any rejection, when you've never been through anything, when you've never gotten checked up, when you've never gotten the person who you thought would be all in to tell you that you're an idiot and tell you that you'll never make it. I'm going to tell you something. Today, during my game, I was running for a disc, and for those of you that don't know, you can go ahead and just YouTube Ultimate Frisbee highlights if you want to see what that sport's about. But it's kind of like soccer, but with a Frisbee, and there's a little bit of contact every now and again. And I was going for a disc, and I'm running full speed. All right, and I catch this disc. I'm open. I break my mark. The guy runs up to me, and, you know, I was faster than him, so he was catching up, but he couldn't slow down in time. So he completely just ran into me and checked me really hard right in the side of the rib cage. And I'll tell you what, you know, when he hit me, it hurt. You know, I caught the disc, but instead of whining about it, instead of going, oh my God, that hurt, like, I just went, Urgh! I just got fired up, man. I was like, yes. And everyone looked at me like I was crazy, but all I was doing was I was just basically unleashing the beast. When that happened, I had two choices. I said I could either use that for fuel to get more fired up and to play harder and to use that adrenaline, or I could use that to call a timeout and walk off the field limping. But instead, I let that adrenaline course through my veins, and I let it fire me up. I used it as fuel, all right? Because I knew one of two things. If I sat down and I sat out on the bench, and I called a timeout, what would happen is the adrenaline would quickly run out of my body, and I'd all of a sudden start to feel the pain. But I realized, I said, you know what, if I play through this, if I just go, yes, give me more, yes sir, may I have another. If I had that kind of mindset, guess what's going to happen? The adrenaline is going to course through my veins. I'm going to get a spike of testosterone, and I'm going to be that much more fired up. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. Now, why am I sharing this with you? Because I want you to use the rejections, the no's, all the people that are telling you that this is a scam, that you're an idiot, you're never going to make it. I want you to use all of that as fire and fuel for your fire. Let that fire you up. I mean, why in the world? I mean, it blows my mind that people quit and they want to pack up and they want to pack up their bags and quit and say, this isn't for me. You know, my friends keep telling me no. Who the heck can listen? Do you ever listen to yourself? Cut that crap out. You need to toughen up. Do you want to make the big money? Then guess what? You're going to need to have some stories like that. You're going to need to be rejected. Listen, my own mother, when I first started this business, she told me I was an idiot. She thought I was wasting my money. All right. But guess what? I just use that as fuel. And I love my mom to death. She's the most supportive person in my life. But for that one moment, she was just a little scared. She just didn't know what her son was getting into. And she just was scared that I would, you know, get my hopes up and get crushed down or whatever. Maybe I'd lose my money, or maybe, you know, I'd be better off using my diploma instead. Well, guess what? I just let that fuel me up and fire me up. So guess what? Let the no's fuel you. When someone tells you no, say thank you. Awesome. Just say that in your head. Listen, when this guy checked me, all right, I just said to the rest of my team, I said, hey, listen, hit me all game. I'm going to mark that guy so hard that he's going to regret that he ever showed up today. That was my mindset. I said, he's going to regret that he came in, laced up his cleats today, because I'm going to mark that guy so tight that it's going to be ridiculous. And I said, and when we're on offense, I said, you hit me because I will break him. I will break his ankles and I will run all over this field and I'll run him to the ground. Because I used the pain for fuel to make me that much more fired up. So here's the thing, guys. The bottom line is you've got two perspectives. Everything that happens to you, you can decide, hey, this just happened for me to fire me up and to help me to accelerate my growth, or you can use it as an excuse for why you want to quit. And then if that's the case, if look, you know, I heard this quote a long time ago, and the quote was, you can tell the size of a man by the size of the problem it takes to get him down. So every time I got knocked down in my business, I just said, hey, is this how big I am? Or is this going to be the thing that takes me down? Is this how big I am? Or is this going to be the thing that takes me out? And you know what? I made a resolute commitment to not be taken out by anything, to become unshakable, and to let everything fire me up. So that's my message for you today. Understand this, you need people, but you don't need any one person. Everything that happens to you can be fuel to fire you up. So don't you dare let it make you quit. Don't be that weak. Don't be that person that quits because of what someone else thought. Don't be that person that lets someone else steal your dream. See, no one can steal your dream if you don't let them. All right, all people can do to me is they can just make me get there faster by telling me I can't do it, by doubting me, by firing me up. All right, so that's the mindset that I have, and guess what? You can have it too. All right, there's nothing special about it. It's just a switch that I decided to turn on in my brain one day. All right, and guess what? Today is your day to turn it on yourself. So this is the type of message that you'll probably want to share with your team, because guess what? They're going to get rejected, they're going to get no's, and you're going to want them to remember this so that way they don't pack up their bags and quit. So if that makes sense, like this video, drop a comment, let me know what you thought of it. And by all means, share it with anyone that you like. And for those of you, if you haven't yet been to my blog and been through my 7-day heavy hitter boot camp, holy moly, it's probably some of the best training you'll ever get on prospecting, closing, lead generation, and leadership. I'm currently giving it away for free. If you haven't ever watched this video and it's not there for free, I'm sorry, you just got there too late. Timing is everything, right? All right, so with that being said, guys, take care. God bless. See you over the top. Be unstoppable. Be unshakable. No one can steal your dream if you don't let them. And guess what? You need people, but you don't need any one person. So keep it moving. Some will, some won't. So what? Next. Boom. Take care and have a great day.